This interview is sponsored by MKM Building Supplies, the UK's largest independent builders merchants. A 0-0 draw. It wasn't the desired result, but it's still a point at the end of it.
Yeah, it is a point, and to be honest, we would take a point. Obviously, we want to. It goes without saying, we want to win every game. But I think when you look at the conditions today, the fact that they're top. I actually think over the course of the game, a point is a fair result and a point that actually we would take. So that there's no harm done there in that regard. So I felt that over the course of the game, they had their chances, we had some chances, but the pitch was boggy. It was very hard to play on, and I don't think either team got really much rhythm in the game because. It was a strange game, I felt, for two teams that are going to want to try and get as high as possible. I thought at times it was a little bit flat. It was a very stop-start. But I do think that was to do with the conditions that neither team really could kind of get a flow and a rhythm in their play. So I think at the end, both teams there would accept that just a dire 0-0 draw would be kind of the fair result. So now we kind of, the good thing now is that we can look forward to the month of March, and we know the fixtures that we've got ahead of us. We've ticked this one off today with a point. We can move on to next week, and I think now our aim, obviously now in the next week and in March, is to give us a good enough chance of getting where we want to get to. Every game now is going to be tough, and I felt today with the. I'm not saying that it was a massive game, but it was a big game, and I did feel that the squad the squad, even the players on the bench, allowed us today to have a good mentality, to not kind of fold in, because again there were some times where they could have kind of went through, but we did remain firm and strong. So that's going to help us now, I think, going forward. In big games like this, to kind of to have a good mentality, to remain disciplined, organised. So that's a really big positive for today. Every game though is going to be really important for us, as we know. I think we move on next week. We've got Watcher next week at home. Again, another tough game. We know they're kind of there or thereabouts alongside us. So as we always say now, and saying to the boys every week, is a cup final. This stage of the season, when you're playing for something. And we are. Every game's a cup final. We need to make sure our mentality and our effort and attitude is 10 out of 10. And I think we did have that today. So take off a 0-0, get a point away from home, and move along to next week.
Thanks so much, Dan.
Cheers, mate.